There is greater innovation in software development, infrastructure, and training when tech companies collaborate rather than operate independently. The proposed assumption: if tech companies collaborate in these areas, they will avoid antitrust lawsuits. We have to understand the implicit message in the text and decide if the assumption is made. Together, we analyze this step by step to see if the assumption is necessary for the statement hold true. First, let's clearly define the assumption. The assumption is that collaboration among tech companies will help avoid antitrust lawsuits. Next, let's ask ourselves, if this were not true, would the original statement about innovation still make sense? To test this, we will use a negative test. If tech companies collaborate, they will not avoid antitrust lawsuits. If this negative assumption were true, what would happen? They might still innovate more through collaboration, even if they face legal risks. The original claim about increased innovation doesn't depend on legal outcomes, because the original statement would still be valid even if the assumption were false. The assumption is not made. This question type is tricky because related ideas can appear connected, but we must only focus on what the statement logically depends on. The negative test is your best tool. If the original statement still works without the assumption, then it wasn't necessary. And if you're rushing, focus on one key word, in this case, antitrust lawsuits. The statement is about innovation, not law. No legal language is found in the text confirming the assumption isn't needed.